Do you have a guy in your life who has done something that clearly does not live up to your standards? For example, maybe you guys were in the talking stage and he took way too long to respond to one of your text messages. Or he said he was going to do something and then didn't live up to it, or even left you hanging. If this is you, there are 3 things that you can do right now that can actually correct the behavior and make it a lot less likely that he'll ever do these things to you again. The talking stage is ultimately when someone tests you to understand what your boundaries are and how you expect to be treated. So don't feel bad if you have to use any of these 3 things. It is very, very normal. The first thing you're gonna do is called the playful push. The playful push is when you address what they did wrong, but the key is that you do it in a playful and encouraging way. So say, for example, someone doesn't text you back for a few days and then rolls in a few days later like nothing happened. The playful push would make it clear that you are not okay with their response time, but do it in a playful and sassy way. Something like, "Oh, so bold of you to roll in like that after a few days of a radio silence." I would probably put like a skull beside it, implying like you were gonna be dead to me. At this point, they'll probably apologize and let you know that they'll never do it again. This is because you were real with them, but didn't seem uncaring, angry, or bite off their head. If you do the playful push and they still test your boundaries, you're gonna move on to something called the calm call out. This is when you state firmly but lovingly your boundary again. And you're gonna reference the first time that you brought it to their attention. "Hey, remember that time I told you that I don't like being left hanging? I don't like being left hanging." You are either going to text this or say it as earnestly as humanly possible. Third thing, guys, is the ultimatum. Now, I could do an entire video on how to do an ultimatum. Let me know here in the comments if you want something like that. There is nothing that a guy or a girl fears more than losing you. If you do this thing again, I will need to say my goodbyes, and I don't want to. This is the most effective way of communicating your boundaries, but should only ever be a last resort.